So I just got done playing a game with these guys and a series of mistakes were made, so I figured I would capture it on video to call them out. A lot of decision mistakes and even like stratagem mistakes. There's 4 of us. And so I figured I would get this on video, hopefully to educate a bit and call out some of the mistakes that aren't effective or efficient in any way. I do want to make some changes to my loadout. And you know what? I won't. So I have anti-tank with the 2 rail cannon, then I have the Stratagem Priority, arc shotgun with 2 strafing runs. We do have some defensive stratagems, so maybe I should do like an emplacement. That would make sense. The only thing you could argue is that the emplacement really doesn't take advantage of the Stratagem Priority perk. I mean, it does. It has a cooldown, but it's not really something that you're relying on to call in like during fights or anything. And by the time we get to the other defensive objective, it would be off cooldown even without the Stratagem Priority anyway. So, first thing I'm going to do is clear the area of patrols, like usual. It's important not to bring my radio out yet.
Equipment on its way.
Okay, we don't have really patrols around us, and I have nothing to call in anyway.
Equipment on its
And
way.
if I did, I would only call in my items after checking the radar. Definitely patrols coming now. To be a little mindful of my arc shotgun. I took ammo because no one else is taking it, so I got ammo for my handgun and that's about it. Otherwise it's a waste. So I will be using my emplacement for this first launch pad defense. Not sure where we're going. It's over here on the left.
Stand by.
Well, that's bad. So an alarm went off right next to the launch pad.
Firing for effect. Firing for effect. Firing for effect. Firing for effect. Engaging target area.
No patrols.
Engaging target area.
Only one
Supplies
spawn
incoming.
point down there.
All right, down there. Deploying ordnance.
Pretty much clear. Artillery, then escort.
Deploying ordnance.
So artillery is bottom left here. I never had to use my emplacement, it seems. Which is fine. Minefield. Don't want to run over there. Get the objective going. Once you hit step 2 of the artillery, it shows where the shells are on the ground on your radar. Seems like we got all 3.
Engaging
So
target area.
okay, there's a one above me. Okay, next objective.
No! Throwing grenade.
Engaging target area.
Affirmative. No!
Held up a little bit by... I'll let this guy went over there.
On the double.
All right, down there. Deploying ordnance. Defensive strategy.
We have 2 players with rumblers, so it could get very dangerous, especially with 4 players. The rumbler is not a good weapon when there's 3 or more people. I would say if you have like a partner that you're just playing with, like one other person, then they're fine. Otherwise, the rumbler's nature makes it very dangerous for 3 or more players. So the fact that we have 2 rumblers as the anti-tank choice could get very dicey.
Supplies incoming. Firing for effect. Over.
Affirmative. How do you like the taste of freedom?
Deploying ordnance.
Reload.
Firing for effect. Defensive equipment inbound. Firing for effect. All right, down there. Deploying ordnance.
I'm going to throw a rail cannon strike out there on the behemoth. We do have an impaler that's still alive, but it won't kill the convoy.
Incoming fire.
We do have to go down now to the bug nests.
Engaging target area. Firing for effect.
Ready for all. Reloading.
We should be able to kill the bug nest very quickly with the 2 rumblers. Even 1 rumbler can just easily do it. You just shoot them very quickly. And the other one's right here, and then we just go right.
Affirmative.
Deploying ordnance.
Come back. Negative.
Firing for effect.
Double.
Deploying ordnance. Firing for effect. Engaging target area. Defensive equipment inbound. Firing for effect.
Just doing some air support as we retreat back.
Firing for effect.
Really exercising that stratagem priority.
Yes.
The alarms keep going off, which is... We shouldn't
Engaging
start it yet
target
because we're still kind of keeping them back.
area. Stand by.
Definitely shouldn't
Equipment
start it.
on
Now
its
there's a
way.
behemoth like right here.
Reloading.
Get my rail cannon strike on it.
Deploying ordnance.
Just taking our time, clearing the area first.
Equipment on its way.
Didn't charge up fast enough there. So now we did actually start the objective.
Firing for effect. Firing for effect.
Taste of freedom.
Deploying defensive assets.
Freedom delivery. Reloading. Helium scumbag. Yes. Yes. Reload.
I feel like I won't be able to use all the ammo in less than a minute with this launch pad, so I'm going to be a little bit more generous and just shooting the enemy with the ammunition that I have. That was a mistake on my part.
Engaging target area.
Oh, okay. Apparently the health went away.
Watch yourself. All right, down there. Deploying ordnance.
Talk about a right cup of liberty. Helium scumbag.
got a little dicey there, but otherwise we did it.
Engaging target area. Firing for effect. Engaging target area. Deploying ordnance. Engaging target area. All right, down there. Deploying ordnance. Watch yourself. Incoming fire. Engaging target direction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA standby. 1 minute with on its way.
I believe I killed the Impaler with the rail cannon strike I threw behind us.
Firing for effect. Over. Engaging target area. Stand by. Target on its way. T-minus 1 minute. Firing for effect. Target area. Incoming fire. Deploying ordnance. Firing for effect. Over. Firing for effect. T-minus 30 seconds. Firing for effect. Over. Engaging target area. 15 seconds. Firing for effect. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Incoming fire. Firing for effect. Over. Shuttle arriving. Firing for effect. Engaging target area. Watch yourself. Shuttle leaving. T-minus 10 seconds.
Okay. So I think my loadout made some sense there. We had 2 defensive objectives with the launch pad, so the emplacement made sense, considering the amount of tanks that we would go up against, like the Behemoth and the Impaler and the Tank Bug. I don't really think we made many mistakes. I think our loadout gave us the opportunity to make a lot of mistakes with the 2 Rumblers, for example, but otherwise I think we did pretty well. I don't think we failed any objectives, and we moved from one objective to another, and we used air support in our retreat, or in our travels, assuming that enemies were kind of trailing behind us, so that worked out. You can see, though, with the Stratagem Priority that the strafing run is practically always off cooldown. The strafing run already has a 10-second cooldown, so if you reduce that even further with the Stratagem Priority, it's practically off cooldown by the time it's actually done being used. So, actually, let's see what else is out there. Let me actually back out entirely, and then I'll go back in.
Sir.
Wow, that's a lot of interference from the Cyborg artillery. That map is practically covered in, like, interference. Wow, that was a lot. That map. Let's see. So we're against Cyborg IFVs, so I need anti-tank of some kind, right? So demolishers into, like, ammo bag and resupply. I think that makes sense. Demolishers I will only use on Overlords and Cyborg IFVs. Oh, okay, seems like they won. I think I heard the shuttle lift off. Let's try again. Illuminates, volcanic. I could actually just keep my loadout here. Illuminate, volcanic. Breaker works fine against the Illuminates. It's unstoppable rounds. Take care of shields rather quickly. Ammo bag. I do need something to deal with virtual walls, so maybe something that isn't a well, Demolisher does sort of work, but I do tend to equip strafing runs for this. I do like the strafing run, but one regular strafing run can deal with an obelisk, no problem, as long as you throw it accurately. So I feel like you just get a lot of value out of it.
Affirmative.
Okay, so I'm not going to call on my stuff. I joined the game. They're in transit. Going to drop off the core there. And then we're going to extraction. I have really no business calling in stuff, although this person wants to call in ammo now, so I guess I'll call in my stuff.
Equipment on its way.
Okay. Not sure what we're waiting for. We're just sitting around.
To the skies! To the skies!
The jump pack works pretty well against like virtual walls. You can just jump over them. The Illuminates really can't restrict your movement if you have a jump pack, but if you're just jumping for the sake of jumping, you might be just better off running, honestly. I don't know if that person didn't jump. I don't know if the observer would have sent an alarm out or not. They just kept their feet on the ground and shot it instead. Yeah, I heard that over there.
Supplies incoming. Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
Got off the alarm.
T-minus 1 minute. Watch yourself. ETA, T-minus 30 seconds.
I didn't get the
Engaging target area.
observer in time there either.
ETA, T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10 seconds.
I'm making mistakes. My reaction time isn't good.
T-minus 5 seconds. Shuttle arriving.
On the double.
Deploying ordnance. Incoming fire.
My reaction time in this game for some reason was poor, where like the observers would just be on the edge of the screen just enough to see me and then sound the alarm. I must have let off at least 3 or 4 alarms there. So that is not good. Not good. I don't really know if we made any other mistakes. I know one player wanted to call in a resupply after dropping off the power core. But that's about it. I'm not really sure if they were in need of ammunition. I think after they took ammo they had 6 magazines left, so I want to say they had 2 magazines left with the breaker then, because I think the max is 8 magazines, so if they got 6 after taking the ammo box, that means they had ammo box even 4, because you get half your max per ammo box. So if they had 2 magazines, I think we could have just ran there, and I don't think they would have ran out of ammunition if we just got to extraction. But it didn't end up really causing us to do any more fighting than we had to. But it's little mistakes like that can actually cost you the game if you just wait 5 seconds, if your resupply is upgraded just to get ammo when you really don't need it and you're just standing there. Cyborg. I could probably keep what I have. No, well, I can't keep what I have. Demolishers. Keep the ammo. I'm going to need more than just my resupply. I'm going to need the backpack, the ammo pack. The breaker just goes through way too much ammunition. It looks like they lost. Or they won. Either one.
Sir.
Let's keep going. Get another recording in here. We're on snow, so I want mobility, so I pretty often go to all-terrain boots. Cyborg. Difficulty 7, so there's going to be an IFV. I could just go back to doing what I wanted to do. 2 demolishers, all-terrain boots. I'm going to need more than just a resupply stratagem with the breaker. It just goes through way too much ammunition. Okay. Looks like we're in transit, so I have no business calling in my stratagems. Oh, we're already here, so now I can? Maybe I should check the radar first. Just to make sure
Dropping equipment.
there are no patrols on the edge.
Equipment on its way. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Come on, nice, come on, baby!
Seems like we have sufficient anti-tank, which is pretty rare, I would say, in the games that I play of Helldivers. When you have a team that has sufficient anti-tank.
Throwing grenade!
I disabled the tank there, so I'm kind of inclined to just keep it disabled. Okay.
For liberty!
So after we killed the disabled tank, a new one spawned in, so that's kind of not good, actually. One of the reasons why you want to leave a tank disabled is that another one won't spawn in. So a slight mistake there, in my opinion. So it seems we're being pushed back. Do want to call him in.
Confirmed.
I will not get on until I know that everyone else can get on. Okay. So everyone got on. In that last part there, I was just about to finish my reload of the breaker by the time a dog clipped me and knocked me over, so... and then the other 2 dogs also got to me, so I was incapacitated rather quickly. Thankfully, the other player picked me up. I always, and I often say this in my previous videos, but I always like to make sure that my teammates can get on the shuttle before I get on the shuttle. It's nice to do. It makes sure that you get another star, another point toward, or another series of points toward the community system to push them out of the sector. Push the enemy out of the sector. So we have 2 assassinations and a launch pad to defend. So one person was using a recoilless rifle, so maybe I should also do that. Oh, 2 recoilless rifles. We do have a lot of anti-tank. Maybe I will stop it with the anti-tank. Instead, I can go mines. I can help with assisted reloads. I don't know if they're willing to do assisted reload with me or not, though. So I can bring the ammo for... Well, how would I want to do this? I could have them wear the ammo bag, I guess. Give them more time. Because they could actually wear the ammo bag, and then I could wear the support kit. I just have to be careful not to take ammo out of the bag when I don't want it, because I'm going to want to stand behind them, and then I will have to wait for them to shoot before I hit the A button on my controller. If they need to be reloaded, that has the higher priority than taking ammo out of their backpack. Do you want to do assisted reload or no?
Dropping equipment.
Okay, that is a no. I know the assassination target's up here. I have not called in anything yet because I'm still reading the situation.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
He is up there.
Dropping
Top
equipment.
left.
Reload.
It's not possible to kill the patrol in time with a flamethrower. They do have to be shot. Probably with like a cannon. We do have another assassination target up here. Okay. Get the objective moving here.
Out of ammo.
I'm gonna grab some rounds out of my supply pack. The breaker does consume quite a lot, especially in higher difficulties when you're doing a lot of shooting.
Defensive stratagem.
Put my mines out there. I have to pay attention to my cooldown from my mines so I can get more out there. Oh, that's bad. I don't know what's taking him so long just to shoot the tank. All he had to do was just shoot it. I'm just sidestepping the bullets. My mines are off cooldown.
Defensive stratagem. Deploying defensive assets. dropping equipment.
Okay, so that tank's disabled. We should leave it disabled. It'll make our life much easier. I'm not sure why he ran on my mines like that.
Broadcasting Helldiver
I'm
online.
going to call in ammunition so I can take both boxes and get maximum efficiency out of it. I have only 2 boxes left in my bag, but I'm also missing... I'm also not carrying any magazines, so by taking both, I'm getting really a lot of efficiency out of that. Remember, 1 box of ammunition is half the maximum number of magazines you can carry for the weapon that you have. It also adds 1 to my bag, so it's perfect. Another defensive stratagem here. I'm going to get my mines out.
Defense drop incoming. Defense drop incoming.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's disabled, so we should leave it like that. Okay. He did not want to leave it disabled. The problem is now that he killed it, a new one will spawn. And in maybe an even more dangerous spot. And it will definitely be functional, so... Have to be mindful of my cooldown on the mines so I can call more in.
Defensive equipment inbound.
I'll get 1 set of mines out there.
Defensive stratagem incoming.
Okay, so the mines there really did some work. I feel like a lot of my mines blew up and did a lot of work, as I said earlier. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. No, that's a shame. I'll get a sample for these guys. I don't know how many mines I have left. Okay, I have 6. I have plenty, actually. 6 each. You can only have 4 instances of mines down at a time, so once you call in mines 4 times total for the map, don't call in any more unless you want to reposition them, because then they'll despawn. I do want to get my mines out here. There's a tank behind us down below there. I hope our recoilless rifle user takes care of. So my mines are off cooldown now, but I don't know where, well, I mean, I guess I could put them left side, but I kind of feel like it would, let's just do it. Maybe I could have done one on the right side. I don't know. I don't know if those 2 mines that are on the left side close to the emplacement will have a large enough AoE to actually damage it or not.
Shuttle arriving.
So I think we can all get on the shuttle. So there really can be more value in a disabled Cyborg IFV than there is in actually killing it. If you can get it in a position, disabled of course, it can't move, and if it's also not a threat to the objective, then you're much better off leaving it than giving it the final blow, you know? You have a Cyborg IFV that's not a threat at all, it can't move. Killing it, though, you know another one's probably going to spawn in, one that functions, one that's not disabled.
Crew to stations. I repeat,
So
crew to
you really
stations.
have to think about if the disabled IFV is in a spot that's advantageous for your game, for the health of your team. There were multiple instances in that last game we played where it was much better off remaining just disabled, just keep it disabled. And I feel like we made some mistakes there, minor mistakes there, killing it in the end. I think this will be the last mission, and then I'll stop the recording. I don't want it to get too long. I say that often now. I don't think long videos are good. Just keep it short. Half hour, 45 minutes. I'm going to check my radar first before I call
Stand by.
anything in.
Equipment on its way. Dropping equipment. Supplies incoming. Supplies incoming.
Straight up delivery!
I don't know if we're going to be willing to wait 10 seconds for it, but we do need it. Okay, so we waited for the sniffer. I'm going to call in my supply pack while
Stand
we
by.
are
Equipment on its way.
capturing the point. So drop-off point is on the left side, so we should probably actually go up. Get the black box, go to the capture area. I'll see where these guys want to go. I think I would actually go up. I would do the capture area, then grab the black box, and then go to where we are now to be efficient on the map. Capture area is bottom left, so... Not capture area, the drop-off point. So I'm assuming now we're going left to the launch pad, I guess.
Equipment on its way.
I don't think this structure is on the radar, this mountain. This mountain of ice. I want to get my mines out.
Defensive equipment inbound. Defensive equipment inbound.
How about a nice cup of liberty? Say hello to democracy!
That's a shame he didn't shoot him in time. Gonna sidestep the bullets. I also want to keep an eye on the cooldown of my mines so I can throw more. Definitely going to throw the other two on the right side. We have a disabled tank on the right side, which is great. Hopefully we don't kill it. In fact, I might not even throw my mines down because I don't want that tank to blow up. I want it to stay right there. It's not doing anything. It's not shooting anyone. It's not at a threat for the launch pad. This is actually really good. And these Hulks aren't doing anything, they just have their shields up. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, now we kill him. That tank is really beautiful. It's blocking the enemy. Really good.
Affirmative.
This is why you leave tanks disabled. Cyborg IFVs, leave them alone. That was really well done right there. Okay, we're just going to keep moving. Huh. I guess, I thought I stabbed early enough, but I guess I didn't. I wonder what my ping is. Oh, my ping is actually not good. That might be why I still got knocked over by that dog. I have to remember to stab earlier next time.
Reloading!
Tank spawned left side. You can tell by the shadow. Okay. How many mines do I have? Oh, I got plenty. Jeez.
Reload! Agent scumbag!
Affirmative! Reloading!
Oh, I ran out of ammo there. Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah! Ready for all! Running out!
Extraction confirmed. Dropping equipment. ETA T minus 1 minute. Equipment on its way. Stand by. Equipment on its way. Assets.
Yeah, my mine's down.
Incoming. Equipment on its way. ETA T minus 1 minute. Dropping equipment. Hold out. T minus 30 seconds. Inbound. Equipment inbound.
Yes, sir!
T minus 15 seconds.
Reloading!
ETA T minus 10 seconds. T minus 5 seconds.
Agent scumbag!
Ready for all!
Arriving.
A lot of emplacement action here. Jesus. Okay. So that went really well, I would say. So I feel like the mines really worked out well in this instance. I felt comfortable going to stratagems of mines because of our anti-tank capabilities that we already had. Specifically, someone already decided to bring their cordless rifle, so you can never really go wrong with defensive stratagems. You do have to defend extraction. No matter what you're doing, you always have to extract. So defensive stratagems and extractions go well together. Even if you are on a mission with no defensive objectives. Defensive stratagems, though, do not work well when it comes to arenas. So the retaliatory strikes, as I've said multiple times in previous videos, they just don't work well, and I won't go into it, but they don't work well. The one disabled Cyborg IFV was an excellent demonstration of the benefit of just disabling the Cyborg IFV, not necessarily killing it. So if you can actually take your recoilless rifle and do like a glancing shot on it, or take like your demolisher and maybe see if you can get it just close enough to the Cyborg IFV where it will disable it but not kill it. If you can really be that accurate with your equipment just to disable Cyborg IFVs, then you may see yourself succeed in more objectives and higher difficulties as well. There's benefits to disabling rather than killing the Cyborg IFVs, and I think the recording showed that, especially with how it blocked off the enemies like that. That was really good for the launch pad succession. And that's it. Definitely there was stuff in this recording for learning and being effective and efficient, and I think there was a moment too where I was using a supply pack and I was missing two boxes of ammo in the supply pack, and I also had no ammo left for my breaker, so taking both was extremely efficient in that sense, taking ammo from the resupply stratagem, both boxes. So there's definitely things in the recording that worked out well and was worth uploading to the YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next recording.